Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear brothers and sisters. Today we will talk about 5 things that can break your Ramadan holy fast. Ramadan is a sacred trust. More than abstaining from food and drink, it's about protecting our fast with vigilance. Today, let's uncover 5 things that can break your fast, some of which are often overlooked. One of the most fundamental and clear ways to break your fast during Ramadan is by eating or drinking intentionally. This is the most obvious boundary that every fasting person must be aware of. From the moment the sun rises until it sets, we are required to abstain from all food and drink, no matter how small the amount may be. This act of restraint is a powerful reminder of our devotion and obedience to Allah. Even a single bite of food or a tiny sip of water, if done knowingly and deliberately, will nullify your fast for that day. It doesn't matter if it's just a crumb or a drop. What matters is the intention behind the action. This clear boundary helps us remain mindful and conscious of our actions throughout the day. However, if you eat or drink out of forgetfulness, meaning you genuinely forgot you were fasting, your fast remains valid. This is a beautiful mercy from Allah, who understands our human nature and forgives our honest mistakes. If you remember while eating or drinking, simply stop immediately and continue your fast as normal, trusting in Allah's compassion. When preparing food for others, especially for iftar, be extra cautious. If you need to taste the food to check the flavor, make sure not to swallow anything. You can taste with the tip of your tongue and then spit it out, but nothing should go down your throat. This level of care is part of the discipline and mindfulness that fasting teaches us. Swallowing your own saliva or accidentally inhaling dust or smoke that you cannot avoid does not break your fast. These are natural and unavoidable occurrences, and Islam does not burden us beyond our capacity. The fast is only broken by deliberate actions, not by things outside our control. Throughout the day, remind yourself and your family, I am fasting for Allah. This intention strengthens your resolve and keeps your purpose clear, especially when temptations arise or hunger and thirst become difficult. It's important to teach children these boundaries from a young age. When they understand what breaks the fast and what doesn't, they can participate with confidence and learn the true spirit of Ramadan. Encourage them, answer their questions, and guide them gently as they practice fasting. The discipline of fasting is about overcoming our desires and urges for the sake of Allah. Every moment of restraint is an act of worship, a step closer to spiritual growth, and a demonstration of our love and obedience to our Creator. May Allah grant us the strength and patience to protect our fasts, accept our efforts, and reward us with His mercy and forgiveness. Let us strive to honor these boundaries and make the most of this blessed month. Smoking in any form, cigarettes, hookah, e-cigarettes, breaks the fast. Scholars agree, inhaling smoke intentionally is like eating or drinking. Ramadan is the perfect time to quit this harmful habit for your health and your faith. If you smoke out of forgetfulness, stop immediately when you remember. Replace smoking breaks with dhikr or Quran. Seek support and make sincere dua to overcome addiction. Use this month to break free from harmful habits. May Allah grant us resolve and steadfastness. Forcing yourself to vomit breaks your fast. Accidental vomiting, due to illness or nausea, does not. The key is deliberate acts nullify the fast, involuntary ones do not. If you're unwell, consult a doctor, but never induce vomiting unless medically necessary. Teach your family this important rule. If a mistake happens, seek forgiveness and make up the day. May Allah grant us knowledge and protect our worship. Intimate relations between husband and wife are a beautiful and cherished part of marriage in Islam. But during the sacred hours of fasting in Ramadan, they are strictly prohibited. Engaging in marital relations while fasting not only breaks the fast, but it is considered a serious violation of this sacred trust. The consequences are significant and require sincere repentance and expiation. The expiation for this act is either fasting for 60 consecutive days without interruption, or, if that is not possible, feeding 60 poor people as an act of charity and atonement. This is a reminder of the gravity of the fast and the importance of self-restraint. Such strict guidelines highlight just how serious it is to protect your fast from anything that could invalidate it. Fasting is not just about abstaining from food and drink, but also about guarding your actions, thoughts, and desires. Couples should support and encourage each other in fulfilling their religious duties, especially during Ramadan. This is a time to strengthen your bond through acts of worship, patience, and mutual understanding. Remember, the nights of Ramadan are a time for permissible enjoyment and closeness between spouses, while the days are a sacred trust dedicated to worship, self-control, and spiritual growth. If a mistake happens, do not despair. Islam teaches us to turn back to Allah with sincere repentance, seek forgiveness, and fulfill the required expiation. This process is a means of purification and spiritual renewal. Open and honest communication with your spouse is essential. Remind each other of these boundaries, support one another in moments of weakness, and encourage each other to stay steadfast in your faith. It is also important to teach older children about these matters with wisdom, sensitivity, and respect for their growing understanding. Instill in them the values of self-control, respect for sacred times, and the beauty of marital boundaries. May Allah grant us all the strength, self-control, and piety to honor the sacred trust of fasting and to support our families in upholding these values throughout Ramadan and beyond. During the blessed month of Ramadan, women who are experiencing menstruation or postpartum bleeding are given a special concession by Allah. They are excused from fasting during these days. And this is a profound mercy and compassion from our Creator. Allah, in His infinite wisdom, understands the physical and emotional challenges women face, and He has made the religion easy and considerate for all believers. There is absolutely no blame, shame, or guilt upon women for not fasting during this time. These days are not lost. Rather, they are to be made up after Ramadan, at a time when the woman is able and healthy. This ruling is a reminder that Islam values the well-being and dignity of women. Sisters, remember that your worship does not stop. Even when you are not fasting or praying, your intentions, your heartfelt dua, your remembrance of Allah, and your acts of kindness are all forms of worship that are beloved to Allah. It is essential for families to support, uplift, and respect women during this period. Understanding and compassion from loved ones can make a significant difference, helping women feel valued and included in the spirit of Ramadan. Let us work together to remove any stigma or embarrassment associated with menstruation or postpartum bleeding. These are natural, healthy parts of life, and following Allah's command in these matters is an act of faith and obedience. Teach younger sisters and daughters with kindness, patience, and clarity. Help them understand that these rulings are a sign of Allah's care and that they are not alone in their experiences. Brothers, fathers, and sons, your support and encouragement are vital. Assist your mothers, sisters, and wives, and show appreciation for their dedication and patience. May Allah reward our sisters abundantly for their patience, devotion, and steadfastness. May He grant them ease, honor, and acceptance in all their acts of worship, seen and unseen. Let's protect our fasts and strive for Allah's pleasure this Ramadan. Share this knowledge so our ummah can benefit. Your support is ongoing charity, sadaqah jariyah. May Allah accept our fasting and forgive our shortcomings. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.